Welcome to Strips Awakening. You subscribe to the truth. I want to give a shout out to my spiritual family, the ancestors, the universe, of course, my loved ones. There's a lot of fake mess going on in the community, and I put this out there on both of my channels. I talked about it a couple of times about these fake ass conscious brothers out here. A lot of this stuff is staged. They create fake beefs between each other, and y'all should be paying no attention to them. Like, seriously. Follow your heart. Follow your think for yourself. Don't, like, they know better than these ministers and preachers. Like, straight up. It's like some WWE stuff, and I talked about this stuff. And I felt like it was necessary for me to do this video because there's a lot of things that's going on at Lion. I feel like y'all shouldn't be wasting your money and time and energy on some crooks. You shouldn't. Like I said, they know better than these ministers and preachers. They always talking to that bullshit, the white supremacists. They love saying that word, which that's programming as well, and that's holding y'all back, and that's, to me, that's casting spells, and the word black, to me, with the word black is casting spells. It's no such, to me, there's no such thing as black and white. The colors, everybody go by colors. This silly ass flags that everybody, argue over. You got this silly ass American flag. Then you got, the Confederate flag, the red, black, and green flag. It's nothing but colors, and we're energy. We existed way before all of this stuff. Africa, Kemet, and all of that. We existed way before then. So everybody, talking about black power, excuse me, talking about black power and stuff. Black power is nothing but cursing yourself. And you got these white people doing the same thing, saying white power. You already know. I'm not even going to give a history lesson on, the melanated people and the Caucasian, because I talked about that a couple of times too already. And there's a lot of them out here doing that, like Sister Polite, like I said, y'all call him Brother Polite, and Sonetta's Big Mouth. To me, this is my opinion, and it's, you got Tariq Nasheed and Umar and all of them. Y'all can't listen to them. Y'all can't trust them because that's all they talk about, white supremacists, or, like they love saying, fuck the cracker and stuff. You can't trust people like that. They're agents. You can't really trust people like that. To me, they're promoting like violence, and not only that, they setting y'all back. They keep talking about black power. We need to get our money, our economics, our business, and all of that stuff. Okay, how are you gonna do all of that? And it's basically other beings that's controlling people's physical. Other beings. Now, listen to what I'm saying. Other beings controlling other people's physical. They controlling the Caucasians. They controlling the melanated people. All of them is working together. So there's no such thing as this race. That was to divide all of us. And they keep on promoting hate while, the Ku Klux Klan is basically doing the same thing, the Nazi and all of that. Everything come from us, all right? And I put that out there. But, they keep talking about the same old stuff. White supremacists, this and that. But the problem is we don't have money. We don't own no Federal Reserve paper. The bankers own it. The Federal Reserve own it. We don't own that crap. So, they talking about black. It's poor Caucasians out in communities as well, too. But the news won't put that out there. Trailer park. Then you got, the people in the hood and stuff. It's nothing but programming and brainwashing. And some of y'all just don't get it. And I put out videos, A lot of them, they're trying to set you back, like this Black Panther groups, that's setting y'all back. You know, a lot of y'all saying, oh, you know, don't get me wrong. I love my melanated people. I love all races. You know, you got your good and you got your bad. But, you know, they use their words. They call each other niggas. They always like, oh, this nigga this or this Negro. They love throwing that crap out there. You know what I'm saying? That's brainwashed. That's programming. They love doing that stuff. They throw all of that out there. You know, and coon and stuff like that. You know, like I said, way back in the day, yeah, I used to be like, oh, on the, you know, on the black stuff and all of that. But, you know, my skills developed. I grew. I got connected with the universe. I started seeing all the fuckery, you know, that was going on. You know, like I used to use the word coon. I never liked using the word nigga. I didn't like that at all. You know, I used it in a sentence like I'm doing it right now. But other than that, I ain't be like, you know, go up, what's up, my nigga, this and that. Because I had a couple of people come up to me, say, what's up, my nigga? I was like, hey, yo, I ain't your nigga. You know? So, it's a bunch of crap. You know, and they're using y'all's money and energy. They know better than these Muslims. And they talking about, we're going to get our justice. And they're basically setting y'all up, so programming y'all, control y'all frequency so y'all can go out there and do something stupid. Just like these videos that they got out here. You know, the Caucasian versus the melanated people. They got videos out there, they're promoting, they're programming. You know, like I said, they want to divide because they're losing in the spiritual world. You know, and there's other fake ass conscious brothers that are, to me, all of them are agents, especially the ones that be doing, if they want y'all to pay them, that to me they're crooks. You know, for example, if I go anywhere, you know, like if, you know, my spiritual family, I'm not even gonna say fans, my spiritual family, like, hey, we would like for you to speak on certain things and stuff. You know, I don't have no problem. I would do it for free. You know, I'm not gonna charge nobody because I'm doing this from the heart. You know, I wouldn't dare charge, and that goes for all races. I wouldn't charge y'all. You know, it's messed up, and they all about the money. They crooks. They stage fake ass beef between each other, and like I said, they doing some politics shit. You know, they all connected together. They saying the agents, and some of them, you know, y'all might think they sound crazy, but some of them are clone. Some of these agents out here, and they send certain ones out to the community to do it. You know, that's the reason why, you know, these international bankers and, you know, people like George Soros and all of them, they want to keep an eye on the community to make sure people don't wake up and, you know, try to control their frequency and all this stuff when they put out these hate groups out there. They want to keep control because they don't want them to rise. You know, they don't want them to rise. That's the reason why they keep doing the things that they're doing. These black power groups and stuff, they're being controlled. And they basically, they answer to them. You know, they're not doing nothing but promoting violence. And y'all don't see that. Y'all don't really see that. And that's the reason why I put out videos to help y'all out, to make y'all see what I see. You know, like some of these, like, for example, I was watching a couple of videos on my timeline, because there's a lot of melanated people on my timeline. A couple, I ain't gonna say a lot, a couple, because I got all races on Facebook and Instagram that follows me. They keep on promoting black power and slavery and all of that stuff. To me, that's programming. Why are you gonna promote slavery and like movies like Roots and stuff? And they've been doing that a lot. These corporations been promoting like slave movies and stuff, and then they try to flip it with the, you know, with Kemet and the, you know, the Egyptian movies and stuff like that. You know, they try to make the Caucasians as the heroes, and everything came from us. We all know the story. They're melanated. The Egyptians was melanated. I ain't gonna give a history lesson on that. You know, that our ancestors put certain things in the stones. You know, that's the reason why I said there's no such thing as books and Bibles. That was just basically made up. You know, there's a lot of witchcraft and stuff going on. You get, like I said, you got your good witchcraft, you got your bad. You know, just like you got your bad energy and you got your great energy. You know, so what I'm trying to say is y'all can't go for some of that stuff, like especially when they scream out Black Lives Matter. That's bullshit. You know, that's ran by some feminist groups and stuff, and you know, and Sean King, and to me he's a big crook too. You know, because let me tell you, I think I put this out on Talking with Trip when I did a video, you know, called Fake Conscious. Like basically what I'm telling y'all, I wrote that on, you know, his fan book page, because somebody posted or whatever, and this fucking clown deleted it. You know what I'm saying? He fucking deleted that shit because, you know, I was telling the truth. He helping promote this stuff. You know, he always like promoting like when cops jump on melanated people, which, you know, you got your good cops and your bad cops. You got your like that's at any jobs. You got your good people and you got your bad. And you know, like I said, I don't really like using the word good and bad, but you know, I'm just putting that out there so y'all can relate to what I'm saying. But you know, so what I like what I'm saying is like some of these videos are staged and set up, some of these police videos, and I've seen it. You know, I can tell it's staged. And when y'all think certain victims get shot down, that stuff is staged too. And I put that out there, and then I watched this one video that made me actually really laugh. This one brother was like, it's all about Black Lives, I mean, it's not about Black Lives Matter, it's about all lives matter. And then this Caucasian female come up there, and she was like, you know, fuck Black Lives Matter, y'all basically, y'all gonna get your ass beaten, this and that. And they both was rehearsing their lines. You could actually see their lips. You know, that shit was staged. You know, they were saying the same lines at the same time, and you could see it, and you could look. This is, watch my hand. This is my hand, and this is me. And they was like, you know, like at the same time. Y'all need to pay attention to this stuff. Like on the news, they be doing some stage stuff on the news. Like they say, oh, did you see such and such? They promoting. That's programming and promoting. Even the people on the news, like I said before, they have their co-workers to go out to the community, and they pick them out the crowd. They be like, oh yeah, I seen this and that. This cop whooped such and such ass, or you know, Black Power, this and that. And you can see they rehearsing their lines and stuff. You know, I analyze everything. I check out everything, and y'all need to pay attention to that stuff. You know, like I said, these fake conscious brothers out here, they ain't nothing but crooks, and they're robbing you. All of this stuff is set up. All of this stuff is programming. You know, and I told you I was going to do a video on this, you know. Like I said, the red, black, and green and all these flags, they had people fighting over that stuff. And they was promoting that on the TV. Like I said, in 2015, it was more unarmed Caucasians got shot down, but they wasn't talking about it. It was more the melanated people and Latinos. And that was in 2015. But the news won't talk about it. That's why I said, melanated people, y'all need to stop getting into your feelings. You know, stop believing everything you see on the television. You can't actually believe none of that stuff. You know, and some of these fake ass conscious brothers out here, they're setting y'all back. You know, anytime they be like, fuck the cracker or white supremacist, this and that, and a lot of them say that crap. That's programming. They're helping the other side. You know, the same people y'all against, they work for them. They fund these people. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, they're getting, y'all put monies in their pockets and their family pockets. And then they always want to act like they're rappers, and then they use the word nigger and all nigger this, nigger that, or you know, calling, you know, disrespecting each other, going back and forth, debating. They're all debating, and then like they high fiving like, yeah, we got them and this and that. You can't trust people like that. You can't follow people like that. You got to follow yourself. You know, you got to follow yourself. You can't listen to what they're talking about, because they're going to set y'all back and make y'all repeat this rim. They have half of them don't even fucking know themselves. For real. They're just doing what they see the next person do, and they imitate. They all copycats. They copy it off of each other. You know, everybody got their hair twisted and braided and stuff, and you know, and like they're programming. You know, like they want to throw the black power, that black power fist and all of that stuff. That's programming. And y'all don't see that. And right now, all you see right now is everybody in which these corporations, they're making money off of it. You know, they're making money off of this red, black, and green stuff. And, you know, the dashikis. You see a lot of people wearing dashikis. And like I said a long time ago, they made fun of people over here if they was wearing dashikis, you know, even the Africans. Now, you know, it's a style. Everybody want to, you know, you got these celebrities in on it as well, too. They rocking the dashikis and the Black Panther look and all of that stuff. It ain't nothing but a fucking fashion show, excuse my profanity. And, you know, these corporations and these bankers, they're making money off of this stuff. You know, and y'all don't see that. They're making money. Instead of y'all investing in yourself and working on building up your own business, y'all support these clowns. Y'all support these, make these bankers rich. Y'all make these corporations rich. When y'all see on this television, you know, that's programming and y'all making them rich. Y'all giving them ratings. Y'all putting money in these preachers' pockets. Y'all put money in these conscious people pockets because y'all need to break that trance. That's what you need to do, seriously, straight up. Y'all need to break that trance because y'all don't see what's going on. And I put that out there. You know, they go to different communities and all of that stuff. That stuff is programming. There ain't no such thing as black and white and all of that stuff. That's programming. You're cursing yourself. That's why I don't use the word black. I always say melanated or spiritual. That's like to the point I say spiritual family. Like, you know, I'm getting to the point where I'm going to stop using the word melanated. You know, like I might use it in a sentence and stuff like that. You got them, you know, you got some of these commentators and people like these hosts and stuff, or anybody, they'd be like, well, I'm going to use this for example. They'll be like, oh, well, this black girl won the beauty pageant, the first black girl. They always say black girl. That's cursing, and a lot of y'all say that. Y'all say black girl, but when the Caucasian, they say the Caucasian by their name. You know, they don't say, oh, well, this white person was the first person that dunked the ball. And I'm just using that for example. Okay? But y'all quick to say black. Well, Obama was the first black president, which he sucked, by the way, as a president, and that's just my opinion. All of the past presidents, to me, they terrible. They suck. You know, they was basically controlled by the international bankers in the Federal Reserve, and I already talked, half of them probably clown, for real. But you know, a lot of y'all was like, oh, we got a first black, which Obama wasn't the first, you know, melanated president. It was others. And I talked about that before. You know, and then these fake ass conscious brothers out here. Because I know at first I was like, oh yeah, we should eat this and that. Yo, people, check this out. Eat what makes you feel great. All right. You know, like, it's like I eat whatever that works for me. Eat what works for you. Don't listen to other people, because I know in the past I did videos, you know, I was doing the alkaline. I think I said the shit right. I hope I said the shit right. Alkaline. I always get that shit mixed up, but y'all gotta excuse me on that. And I was talking about that. And me, I was like eating like vegetables and vegetables, you know, I was talking about, oh yeah, go do the vegan things and all of that crazy stuff. Eat what works for y'all. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to nobody else. Do what works for y'all. You know, you got these conscious brothers, you know, talking about eat this or eat that. And, you know, and I was on that before, you know, and then I realized, I was like, wait a minute. You know, I got to eat, you know, what works for me, what makes me feel good. You know, I eat whatever I want and herbs, but I still eat healthy. Don't get me wrong. You know, like vegetables don't agree with me. I can eat fruits, but vegetables, it doesn't work for me. You know, plus everything is GMO. Like food, shit, what's the name of that store? Whole Foods, my fault. Like Whole Foods, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff is GMO. Everything is basically GMO. You know, even the organic crap. So it's like, you got to do it. It's all in your mind. You know, you can heal your body. Whatever you put inside your body, you can heal yourself. You know, like, don't get me wrong, the herbs help. I love herbs. I use herbs big time. I got so many, shit. I got so many herbs in here. Like, for real. Like, I love herbs. I'm all about herbs. And herbs can do other things. And that's another video. Herbs got a lot of power behind it. And that's the reason why they don't want y'all to know about certain things, about the herbs. That's why some certain herbs are banned in other countries. And I know the reason why, but I ain't get ready. I can't put out too much stuff, you know what I'm saying? The people that's awake already know what I'm talking about. Herbs can do a lot of stuff. It can do a lot of stuff. But I just, you know, you can't really trust nobody. You know, just trust your loved ones and believe in yourself. The people that's been with you always and ain't been on no crooked stuff, that's who you should work with and be with. You know, don't take nobody else's word. You can't trust none of these people out here. You know, you can't trust these politicians. You can't trust the government. You can't trust the world leader. You can't trust these fake ass conscious people. You can't trust, you know, these ministers and preachers, these different religious groups, these hate crime groups. You know, because like I said, the Ku Klux Klan, they're controlling the Caucasians. They got them doing other shit. You know, and they're brainwashing them as well. So, you know, they're going to get theirs. You know, you throw out negative stuff in the universe, it will come back on you. People that's on some negative stuff, that's what I'm telling you, they losing. That's the reason why they doing all of this stuff, you know, they're still going on about this Donald Trump mess. That's programming. And Kanye West, that's programming. All these other people, they're programming y'all. I want y'all to see what I see. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to get out there. The world going to know me, for real. Because I'm the realest person on here, on YouTube. I'm not going to give y'all no bullshit. I will always be straight up with y'all about anything. You know, and of course, like I said, I'm going to have some negative people, some trolls, you know, and some people that's jealous of me. You know, there's certain ones out there, you know, who you are, they're jealous of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm the type of person, I speak my mind. But I'm not going to give y'all no garbage or no bullshit. So I want this video to help out people. Y'all can share this video. And like I said, I don't have no problem with telling, you know, Sister Polite and Sonetta, they full of it. Because especially Sonetta, he got a big ass mouth. You know, he got a big fucking mouth. And his whole clique. And then not only that, I believe half of these fake ass conscious brothers got a little sugar in their tank. The way they act, because they always hanging around a bunch of dudes and they try to oppress. How come y'all trying to oppress a bunch of dudes? You know, I don't like me. I was always the type, I like to hang around females. I love women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hang around a bunch of guys. I mean, come on. That's not normal. You know what I'm saying? I can see if it's family. You know, you hang around with your family or something like that. Or somebody that's real close to you. But, you know, like, you know, a bunch of these guys out here, gangs and all of that, they always want to oppress each other or try to act all hard and tough. None of y'all ain't hard and tough. Y'all just out there just trying to oppress each other, and that doesn't look right. Because that makes you look like you got a little sugar in your tank. For real. Like, straight up. It make you look like that. Like on some Tinkerbell type shit. And, you know, and a lot of them in the community, they always in groups and stuff like that. I roll by myself and my loved ones. That's who I roll with. You know, and you know, I don't roll with nobody. So like I said, I don't have no problem telling none of them to their face that they're full of shit. You know, people that I talk about in my video, I have no problem telling y'all. Look at me when I say this. I have no problem telling y'all full of shit and y'all scam artists and y'all robbing people in the community, and that shit will backfire on y'all. And it's going to backfire on y'all. Y'all think y'all getting away with it now. It's going to catch up with all of y'all. The universe coming after y'all people. The ancestors is coming after y'all, which I am my ancestors. I represent my ancestors. You know, and I'm talking about on a spiritual level. You know, I ain't talking about violence and stuff like that, because I can control certain things with my mind. I can make things happen with my mind. And y'all need to start thinking that way. You know, like a lot of people, don't get me wrong, if somebody step to you, you got to defend yourself, you know, when it comes to defending your physical. But you need to connect with the universe. And like, well, some people just don't got it, because some people, it's already too late in their program. My spiritual family know who's out there. If you pay attention to certain things, like I do, then y'all see where I'm coming from. You know, I pay attention to certain things. You know, if you're not awake, then you're not the chosen one. And that's some real stuff. You're not the chosen one. If you're not awake and aware, then you're not the chosen one. You know, it's a few of us out here. Well, you know, it's probably, you know, we're out here, put it that way. But you also got the people that's programmed and still in that trance. That's basically all I want to touch down on. What? Somebody say something?